Welcome to Battle the Belts 2, a show that I don't get. Originally, I did make a video earlier, less than a minute or so, and I was trying to explain why the ending of the show didn't make any sense. But when you really evaluate this entire show, every match didn't make a lot of sense. Let's open with Sammy Guevara versus a Scorpio Sky for the TNT title. Now, match was fine. The ending was okay. I know not everyone is happy to see Scorpio drop it, and others are just ecstatic Scorpio has dropped it. But here's the problem. This storyline is not over between a Sammy Guevara and top team with Scorpio Sky in tow, because the interim title is still in existence. Now, if I'm correct, I could be wrong, but the interim title is still around the waist of Scorpio Sky. It should be gone, but Dan Lambert is holding it. That might mean that's an actual still physical title that is still held with Scorpio. I could be wrong. And it's over because when I saw him walk away, he only had one title around his waist. One. Now, it could be over, and we will not see the interim title again. But I have the strange feeling that the interim title will still be there. I could be wrong. You guys tell me how you feel below. But if I am right, and Scorpio still has interim title, why? I don't get it. That title should have been wiped out. Why was it kept with Dan Lambert around his waist? It should have been dissolved many, many months ago. Once, well, more than about a month and a half ago, near 2 months ago, that Cody dropped the titles on to Sammy, and they should have gotten rid of the interim, but Sammy was defending the interim and the world, no, not the world, well, pretty much it's like a world title anyway, but the interim and the TNT title. I don't understand why they had two titles. I'm hoping now, if I'm wrong, great, that the title is now done and it's on TNT only. But if it still exists with Sammy, or if it still exists with Sky, they need to get rid of that because it makes no sense. Now, here's the match that I don't understand is in the middle of the show. And that is the ROH World title. Jonathan Gresham, who's been on Impact Wrestling, who's going to have a match at Rebellion against Eddie Edwards for their pay-per-view, going against Daytona Castle. Never really seen him before. Interesting match. It was actually quite good. In the end, you know how it ended. I don't really need to explain what has happened. Well, I do have to explain about Singh. Do I believe he's Kali 2.0? Because I gotta express my feelings. The way he's booked, yes. He is booked like Kali. Now, does he have the same move sets as the Great Kali? It counts on his agility. The Great Kali, who many people don't remember in real life, he was a damn cop. The way he walked and moved around, he was an actual police officer in India, an actual cop. He was stiff as a damn board for his size. He was a great large guy, but incredibly stiff. He just didn't really have much of a move set. Singh looks like he's a little more agile due to the fact that he's an actual basketball player that is now trying to become a pro wrestler. So he's more agile than the Great Khali. But has he been booked like Khali? Yup. Do I agree with that? No. He should not be booked like Great Khali. And that's how it looks. I understand what JD said, that he is not happy about it, but he's willing to give it time. For me personally, I'll give it time to see how bad the booking is going to be. Because if he is being booked like Khali in WWE, this is going to end very badly. And it's going to make Tony look like a goof. Now, will he end up looking like a goof? I don't know. And I know there's a lot of people who watch my show, or one or two people watch my show, that wants AEW to die 1,000 deaths. I'm going to say this to you. Shut the fuck up. Stop wanting to see another promotion go under like ROH. Shut up. I'm telling you, I'm saying this right now to whoever you are. One, I'm not answering you. Leave a message. I won't answer you because you're not worth my time. 2, I'm about to say 3. 2, why do you want another promotion to go under when WWE is all we have? Do you want that? Do you want it, you stupid bitch? Do you want WWE to be the most dominant thing again, knowing full well we need more alternatives? Do I agree AEW is perfect? No. But there's no WCW. There's no ECW. Now there's no ROH. Shut your fucking mouth up and accept the fact that AEW is around. Shut your stupid mouth, you little bitch. Complain like an idiot. You know who you are. Whoever always leaves messages, whoever always makes their own decision like, I can't stand AEW, shut the fuck up. Hope there's another alternative next to AEW coming up soon that means something. And for some who believes Impact Wrestling is going to be next, Impact is fucked. She may never go down, but she'll never rise. She's always stuck right here until someone finally says that management needs to leave. 100%. All of it. Because if you saw my rant on Impact Wrestling, you know Impact is bullshit. It is stupid at this time, even though as a fan I love it. And I know they have their moments. Booking is a major problem. Production is a major problem. Promotion of the brand itself is a major problem no matter how much you love it. Anthem is not promoting it as well as it should. The people who are running it, who is not Anthem, it's the same people who's been running it since they basically lost at Spike Destination America. Then went to Anthem. Is still the same damn people. Nothing has changed. Except for maybe 1 or 2 people coming in who tried to make it look like WWE and failed. Want an alternative. Gretchen managed to retain. That means he will be going to Rebellion, going against Eddie Edwards. Now, that will be an interesting match in itself. Finally, the match that we had that should not be the match that end the show. It's understandable why it is, but it shouldn't be. Thunder Rosa versus a Nia Rose for the Women's World title. Where's FTR? I'm not saying Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus should be there, but I'd rather see FTR there. I know they're going to be doing something on Dynamite, but you could have put this on Battle of the Belts. FTR is hot right now. Really hot. Now, it's understandable about Thunder Rosa. It's understandable. That is her hometown of Texas. That is the best place to put her. But if Thunder Rosa was up against Britt Baker, it would make even better sense than Thunder Rosa versus Nia Rose. If Thunder Rosa was up against Selena Deeps, who is doing pretty well with Sheeta, even though I'd rather have a different story, that would make sense because it would have been a vastly superior match. So, for star power, you needed a Britt Baker. Really. You really needed her. For match quality, you needed either a Sheeta, which, yeah, Sheeta has good match quality, but Deeps is better match quality. So you either needed Deeps or you either needed Britt Baker. And you didn't have neither. You had Nia Rose. Now, understand, I don't hate Nia. I don't. Nia's a good match when she has a moment. But here, it didn't look right. It just didn't feel like Nia Rose should be in that position. Yes, I understand about the story that happened with her a few days ago when she got pied in the face and hit Vicky. That's not enough. Being the first title defense for Thunder Rosa felt lacking. I'm sorry. I don't care what anybody else thinks. It was lacking. And in fact, I was thinking about this while I was watching this. I saw that New Japan Pro Wrestling is having a Windy Riot. I believe the Windy Riot pay-per-view. And I might actually do a review of that tomorrow. I'm considering it. Because I can't do it now because watching this, I miss a whole hour of the show. So I'll have to wait until tomorrow. But it was not the match that you think should be there. It should have been the middle of the show, not the ending. But due to the fact that it's Texas and it is Nia Rose's hometown, they had to let her be there and she had to win, which she did. So I really felt like this made no sense. That's the title I'm going to use, no sense. Because I just don't understand why Gresham couldn't close the show. Why Nia Rose and Thunder Rosa couldn't have been in the middle of the show. And I don't know if the interim title is still active on Scorpio Sky's waist. If it is, it makes no damn sense. If it isn't, it's fine. But then if it's still with Sammy Guevara, why is it still active? There should be one title, not the TNT and the interim. There should be just one. And I'm hoping that ends. But it's just me. Have a good day. Have a good night.